Code white, 2 southeast. Code white, 2 southeast.
Hi guys, welcome back to Grippy Talk. Today we have another episode of Healing Out Loud, and Jen and I have a very special guest, and it's Chef Giuseppe.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you
Good.
so much for having me.
You're welcome. Hey, how about you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So, like you said, Chef Giuseppe. I'm the founder of Apostoli Specialty Foods. I'm the author of From Bars to Jars, and I think that's about it. Yeah, something like that.
You make it seem so like, no, you're very successful.
Yes.
I want to try your pasta sauce actually, just not
I
sure if
was-
it's available in Canada yet.
It is. It is.
It
We can
is?
ship it.
I'm
Yeah.
looking-
Really?
Yes, looking
Yeah.
it up.
Jen, let's
We're
plan
on
a
it.
supper and we're gonna
Yes.
use a sauce and then send him a
Oh.
picture.
Yes.
Please, yes,
Brilliant
please.
idea. I'm on it.
100%. And then we'll be like, here we're eating Chef Giuseppe's sauce. And also have a book. Again, very successful. You made it sound so nonchalant.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just a 5. I'm just an average guy. You know what I mean? I'm just blessed. Just blessed.
You're humble. You're a very humble person. I love that.
I wasn't always. So
Right.
I have to be. No, I have no choice.
Amazing.
I think we've all been through phases where we weren't always our best self.
Right.
And again, today is going to be Healing Out Loud, and we're going to focus on your psychiatric admission. I've
Mhm.
also been in the system, well, psychiatric system as well. What led you to being admitted to a psych ward, and what was going on in your life at the time?
So I think my first admission was at the age of 15. I had caught myself. I think so. It wasn't a suicide attempt, but I did hurt myself. So that was my first stint, and then I've been, since then I've been there probably like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, wow. Okay. So quite a couple times.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Was it well, I guess you have a couple times. So was it voluntary or were you sent against your will?
A few times was against my will, and then a few times was voluntary.
Right. Same thing for me. Yep. I was in a couple times and some were voluntary, some were involuntary. What do you remember about your first few hours or day inside? It could be any of
man.
them.
I mean, it was pretty shocking. Like I walked in thinking, I was in pretty bad shape, but then seeing some other people that were like way farther gone than I was. And so it kind of made it less, I don't know. I don't know what the right word is, but you know what I mean? Like it wasn't as bad for me, like as I saw other people going through,
I get it. It kind of like when you walk in there, it humbles you a little bit because you're like,
Yeah.
like, especially if you've never experienced like psychosis or mania or something, catatonia, seeing someone not move or talk. And
Right.
it's very
Yeah.
eye-opening, very eye-opening.
Yeah, I was kind of instantly hit with some gratitude, which I had none prior to walking in.
What was the hardest part about being in that environment for you?
The hardest part, honestly, not being able to smoke cigarettes.
Amen.
I-
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I haven't, like, I want Jen to interview me, right? So I'm trying to not say much about these questions because these are the questions she's going to interview me with. But yes, yes.
Yeah. That was brutal.
Fair. That's fair though. That's really
Brutal.
fair. How
Brutal.
is it just you're not allowed to go out to have one at all? Ever?
Yeah, no, I was on lockdown. I wasn't
Wow.
able to get outside. They wouldn't even give me
Yes.
nicotine gum or nothing.
Nothing?
What?
Or caffeine or caffeine. I couldn't have coffee either. Decaf only.
No. No. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That
that's
was
a
brutal.
little more
That's
strict.
unfair. My arms are crossed for you.
So I guess I'll just say it, but like when I was formed, I wasn't allowed to leave, but they would give me little I don't even know, they call it, like, we call it the flute here, but there's nicotine in it. You were allowed to have gum,
Oh.
patch, lozenges, the spray. You were allowed to have at least nicotine and coffee. But when you're not formed and
Shit.
you're voluntary, we had times that we were allowed to smoke.
Wow.
We had 20 minutes to leave, go have a cigarette, come back within 20 minutes. Yeah.
Sounds like a resort.
Yes, compared to not like only if you're voluntary and only if like your a psychiatrist like allows it, and they typically do, because they're like, if you don't smoke, you're not yourself. You know, Snicker bar, like you're not you when you're hungry. Well, you're not you when you have nicotine withdrawal. So they
It's
kind of understood
true.
that.
It's
Well,
true.
I mean, that's smart. That's smart because you're right. I was not myself. I was on pins and needles. Like,
well,
man.
I feel like it would make your mental health worse to not be able to do
Yes.
that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I find that
Yeah.
very okay. Well, it kind of leads into the next question. So, if you don't mind,
Sure.
were there any moments where you felt completely forgotten or dehumanized? Like,
I mean, yeah, that kind of dehumanized it for me, And then another thing that was kind of weird was men weren't allowed to even speak or look at the females on the ward, So
You-
we'd have to write like 100 times, "Will not fraternize with women," if we got caught talking.
but you were on the same ward,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
you couldn't look at them or talk to them.
No.
How is that?
That was two of the places I went to. They weren't all like that,
Wow.
but that was,
That's crazy to me, because I
Yeah.
always went to the same place, but we were allowed to talk. You're not allowed to fraternize, but they would make us write like, I will not fraternize.
Yeah.
But people did have adult relations in my psych ward in the showers and stuff, and I'm like, ooh.
Hey, we still did too. I mean, it didn't stop us.
You find ways.
What are they gonna do?
Yeah, right. We're already locked up. You know what I mean? They're gonna hit us with Thorazine. Maybe they might hit us with some shots, but
They call it the booty juice, which is a mix of Haldol, Ativan, and Benadryl. That knocks you.
right, yeah.
Right it.
Oh my god.
Okay. What kind of people did you meet inside? Like any kind of community, or was it just chaos, really?
I mean, I had a few buddies, partners in crime that would help me, help me escape one time, and then help me get my shoes and my belt back from the nurse's desk.
Oh, wow.
You
Yeah.
told
Alright,
me that
alright.
story. You can go into more detail, or you want to wait for the funnier part, because this is hilarious.
Yeah, no, just keep going. Just keep going. I got stories for days.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I love it.
Were there any routines or like rules that really messed with your head?
Not that mess with my head, really. I can't remember. But we had like group sessions and, sharing our feelings and stuff that I wasn't really ready to talk about at the time. So I was kind of, isolated internally. I didn't really share too much in those sessions,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
That's fair.
Especially in front of a bunch of people, let alone one like therapist, but now you have to share
Yeah.
in front of, it's hard. It's not always easy to open up, especially if you're not ready.
No.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I kind of told them things that they wanted to hear, so they would give me the good drugs,
Yep.
Yep.
give me the anxiety meds, the Xanax and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
All the good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was allowed to have Ativan anytime we asked for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty much the same. I learned that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you treated like a patient or more like a problem in there?
It A patient. I would say a patient. I wasn't
Good.
really a problem. I wasn't a problem. There was others that I saw get treated like problems, but because they were. I mean,
Right.
guys that were violent and, off the
Fair.
wall had to be straitjacketed. I didn't
Yeah.
have to, I was coming in there for depression. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. If you are a problem, then you're going to be treated like one. But, well,
Yeah.
they still have to do it respectfully. Like they can,
Yeah.
it's a profession that you have to deal with that. You're going to encounter people that are going to be very problematic in that field. So,
Right. And they tried to segregate those types,
Yeah.
from the rest of the ones,
yeah, us too. Yeah, we had a place that was called, for us, it was CNC, like concentrated nursing care. But I think you guys call it one-on-one, where they are in a room alone.
I don't remember. Yeah, there was like solitary confinement type
Yes,
Yeah.
cells,
exactly. Same. Yeah, we had that too for people who are either going to hurt themselves or hurt others, essentially.
Yeah. Yep.
What was the weirdest or most messed up thing you saw or experienced?
Seeing somebody get tased for the first time. Yep. Like prongs in their chest, on the ground, convulsing, and people tackling him,
Yeah.
It was like
yeah.
as soon as he walked in, he flipped out and then they had to hit him.
Yeah.
Oh my
I've
God.
I've witnessed people being tased several times, and it's a jarring experience every time.
It would be. Was it like the police or the security that were at the facility?
Security. No, the people who brought them in. I don't know if they're police or I don't know. It's kind of vague to me, but I mean they were in uniforms, so it could have been
Right.
police or
Could have
hospital
been.
police. I don't know.
Right, because us, we have like security guards, but they don't have tasers. The only
No.
people, well, here anyway, that
Here.
are allowed to have tasers are police officers,
Yeah.
which would come up to the ward quite often, especially with a violent
Ye-
patient. We'd have
Yeah.
security, police, nurse, everything.
Yeah, it might have been, and this is going back like 10, 15 years now, so it's
Right.
been a while. Yeah, so I don't remember 100%,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was, but yeah, I've never seen anyone being, I've seen it on videos. I've never seen it like in person, someone like, getting all stiff and falling wherever
Yeah.
they fall. That must have
Speaking
been,
From like a medic's perspective, it's like I said, it's jarring. But speaking from a very morbid person, it's really kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, so
It was
Jen,
funny. It was funny for me
Yeah.
watching it.
Okay, thank you for saying that, because I was gonna say funny, because like I'm a very morbid person, so I
But
was
so
gonna be
am
like,
I.
it's really funny, but it's.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
I was a paramedic for 10 years, so like seeing that stuff, this is my.
But I
jam.
also kept my eye on that guy too. Like I knew it was going to be a problem. So when he
Right.
was allowed in with us, it's like, watch over your shoulder for that guy.
Well, I mean, we've read
Trust
some
me,
stories on Grippy Sock Talk that you wonder how these people get in with the other people. You know,
Yeah. Yep.
these
Mind
violent
blowing.
ones.
mind blowing.
Scary.
Like the people they would just let out early on, like from solitary confinement to on the floor, and you're like, oh my God, I've heard this person scream and bang for a week, and you're letting
Yeah.
them out, and I'm like,
And you're letting them out.
Yeah.
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 oh. So, was any moments that were so absurd they actually made you laugh?
I'm trying to think. Absurd. Well, I mean, the fact that they wouldn't let me have my my belt and my shoes, I didn't want to walk in socks anymore. I wanted my shoes back. And I was like
Yeah.
adamant about it. And I'm like, come on, just give me a break. And I had to actually steal them back, to be able to get them. I thought
That's
I thought that was absurd.
So,
You told me that story, so Jen doesn't know, but yeah, he stole it.
like, I get the belt thing. I do. And the laces. I can wrap my brain
Yeah, I
around
know.
that.
Yep.
I know.
But
I
the
know.
shoe thing, the only thing I can think of is like a weapon. Like, you could hit somebody with it, but like, I mean, it's a shoe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just feel like it's the dehumanization thing. Like,
Yeah.
give the people their shoes and their clothes. And I get the belt thing again, but like if you wear pants that are even a little bit too big, or if you've lost any amount of weight,
Mm.
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
there's
And here's the
there's
thing.
things
I
you
mean,
can do.
it was like it didn't make any sense to me because they let me have a guitar. Like, couldn't
See?
that be more
Okay.
weaponized?
No,
Yes.
no. See,
I'm
then-
telling
then
you, it doesn't
make it
make
make sense.
sense. It doesn't.
Make it
It
make sense.
doesn't. I was allowed to bring so much. It was, and we were our arts and craft. We had like hammers, real scissors. We could do copper work, leather work.
Like
We
a
had
close
chemicals. Yes, but then you're not allowed to have
You
like
can
a
have-
string.
Yeah.
You can have these scissors to cut with, but you can't have a shoelace. Like,
Yes, it's
Right.
It's absurd, absolutely absurd.
oh,
Any moment where you had to stay silent but were dying laughing inside.
I don't remember. This is a long time
I
ago. So
know.
like conversations and stuff like that, I don't really recall anything specific. I mean, there was some characters in there that I became friends with pretty quick, and we like to break balls, and you know, we would see some stuff, and I'm sure we were, trying our best to to hold it in. You know what I mean? There's some
Yeah.
funny stuff. I know that.
Yeah, but I think your attempt to escape would be funny for this question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and so I had my buddy. He was creating a diversion. He just started screaming like he was getting hit by bees. Like there's a swarm of bees around him. He's screaming and yelling, and so they all started chasing him. And then I went and hopped the desk and got my got my stuff. And yeah, I was gonna hit the button, but I was a couple seconds too late. They
Oh,
came
no.
back.
That's amazing.
He attempted to escape, so had his buddy like pretend he was like.
That's a good friend. That's a
Yeah,
good
it was, yeah.
friend.
We stayed friends after that too. We kept in
Awesome.
contact for a while.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
I
It's,
love that.
It's so hilarious. Like I wish I could have seen it, like
I
recorded.
literally would have loved to have been a fly on the wall watching that.
We put on a show. We definitely put on a show.
I could
Yeah.
watch-
And
I
I
could
like
just-
we're
I
like
could actually
heroes. From
see
that
you-
moment on, we were heroes in there.
Yeah, I
Yes.
can see you jumping the counter, grabbing your stuff, and being like,
And finding the button to open the door.
I did.
all
Yeah.
stealth mode ninja like. Ba, ba, ba.
I love it. Again, I know it's been a while, so some of these questions can be hard to remember, but ever had a moment where you completely lost your in a good or bad way?
Yes, definitely. So I think it was my third or fourth time. I'm at the third floor, which is the psych ward, and it was for like the crazy of the crazy. This was like at the height of my addictions and stuff, and I was withdrawing and detoxing really bad.
Yeah.
And there was an older lady that came in to share her story of recovery. And for the first time, I felt like I could relate to somebody and kind of got some hope.
Yeah.
So I was pretty overwhelmed with gratitude, and gave me a new perspective. It took, probably 10 years after that until I actually, tried to get sober, but it was still a pretty significant moment.
Wow.
Wow, that's good. Was that like a ward where you were allowed to speak to the opposite gender?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
thank God, because that would have been so frustrating to be like, I can relate to her, but I can't even
Yeah.
look at her.
Yeah. Right.
Okay,
Well,
well,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
really
good.
great story, actually.
we.
And when she walked in, by appearances, I didn't think I was going to have anything in common with this lady. You know what I mean? She looked like
Right.
a school teacher, retired school teacher or a librarian.
Right.
And,
Wow.
I was like a thug,
Yeah.
Oh, just the physical, but the story lined up for
Yeah,
you guys.
yeah.
Really.
Yes.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's
like the-
amazing.
It's like
You-
the fox and the hound friends.
Yeah. Exactly.
Complete opposites.
Yeah, but you do like it's always more of a community. Like it is chaotic sometimes, but you do make friends because we
Well, because
feel-
something the doctors could never do was be identifiable. Like
Yes.
I had nothing in common with the doctors, so I really didn't listen to them, and I felt like they weren't really listening to me.
Bang on.
They
Yep.
couldn't really understand. You know what I'm saying? They would
Yes.
just throw meds, and meds made me worse, to be honest. And I'm not gonna, disenfranchise the medical institutions,
Mhm.
but I was a guinea pig. If it had been a doctor who was also an alcoholic, they would
Right.
have known right away that I was dealing with untreated alcoholism. I wasn't dealing with bipolar, manic depression, and all that kind of stuff. It was,
Yeah.
alcoholism.
Yep.
I couldn't agree with you more. Medication, first of all, doesn't work for everyone.
No.
And it was kind of like a guinea pig situation because, like, oh, try this. If that doesn't work in 2 weeks, we'll try this, try this, try this, try that. Like, I can't even tell you how many medication I tried.
Same, yeah.
And they also, like, you might relate to this more, Jen, in a sense, because you were in the medical field, but I don't know, sertraline, you've heard of that, both of you, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah.
supposed to start at 25 milligram in the real world. Okay, if your doctor prescribed, you start at 25. And then they up it to 50, 50, 75, 100. It could go up to, like, almost 200. When I went in, they started me at 100.
Oh.
Right away.
Oh.
They're like, well, you're in the psych ward system, so we're going to start you. And I went downhill.
Real
so
fast.
I bet.
Fast.
I bet.
Wow.
And then the other psychiatrist I saw, I said, he started me on 100. She's like, no, he didn't. And she looked, she's like, oh, he did. I was like, yes. He said it goes faster because I'm in the psych ward. Yeah, so
What
crazy.
goes faster?
But
He's
God
an
knows.
idiot.
I don't
He's
know.
an idiot.
But I went down.
That's terrible.
I didn't go up.
No. And
Yeah.
that could
It's-
have ended wow. That could have ended
I was
terribly.
worse. I was worse. And then I got off of that and I had to go on something else because I was like, it's not working. Like, I'm getting worse.
Right.
So-
What trips me out? What trips me out is the side effects on all this stuff. You know,
Yes.
a lot of them have ideation as a side effect, and it's like I'm in the psych ward for a attempt. Why are you
Right.
giving me something that could even potentially, make
then
me?
But then they put you on something else to counteract those side effects of that one, and then something else to counteract the side effects of that one. So you're on a million different medications.
And meanwhile, I'm still drinking. Okay, which is
Not good.
messing with the results and the effects of those medications
Yep.
on top of it.
Yeah.
know,
People
so-
snuck in whatever they wanted in the
Oh,
psych ward.
Can't even
You
imagine.
could snuck in alcohol.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Hell, I couldn't get anything in there.
The other type of smoking. Someone someone dropped it off at a tree at the hospital, and when we went for a smoke, they
I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Man, they wouldn't even let us outside. I couldn't even get outside. Never mind. And
God.
nobody,
Got to train
I had-
carrier
I was-
pigeons.
my mother was allowed to come in. My mother was allowed to come into the hospital, but that was it. Like one visitor.
Wow.
crazy.
See,
Oh
and
my
again-
God.
and
It's
again,
insane.
I feel like if you're in a state where you're calm, I feel like visitors would be good for you.
Yes.
For them to keep you in complete isolation like that and take everything from you in that moment, like it's a big snowball effect. Take your smoking, take
Yeah.
your family, take this, and then you're just, what do they expect? Wake up the next morning and be like, "Okay, I'm cured. Send me home."
Right.
You know,
Right.
like, no, they're going to
It's
find you in
very-
the fetal position crying.
Yeah.
That was me when I was in solitary confinement because all you have is a white wall and a bed.
hmm
Oh my God,
And
this blows my.
you hear is either quiet, which is just as terrifying as if your neighbor in solitary confinement screaming. Both. I don't know which one's worse, honestly. Because at least one, there's sound, But when it's
Right.
Yeah.
quiet, you're in your own head. The lights are
Yeah.
bright. It's absolutely horrible. 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 I hated it. And I know this is your story, but I get it. I get it.
How did you keep your mind from completely falling apart while you were in there?
They actually did teach us like meditation practices and stuff like that, and let us get some exercise in the ward. Like we did jogs around, like we called it the fishbowl because like the center of the place was, glass, and it was like the nurses and everything, and then
Yeah.
there's like a hallway, a corridor going all the way around the fishbowl. So
Right.
we would run and jog and do push-ups and stuff like that. So I mean that was comforting. Getting the blood flowing, getting the endorphins going.
Yeah.
always
Clears your head a
helps.
little.
Good.
Mhm.
That's really cool. We had walks around the hospital, and Jen, this is going to blow your mind, and you're going to probably be like, "What the WTF?" But we also had the same thing where we would go for a walk, but in the hospital, not in the psych ward, in the hospital. But the only persons with us are occupational therapists. No nurse, no security.
I've seen them walking around the hospital outside. with
Yes, we
one-
also
one or-
yes, but it's
And I mean,
occupational therapists with
yeah.
us, not nurses or security.
or security. Like here you are, and I mean, good for the exercise. That's great. But you're taking these people outside with no security who could run at
Yeah.
any time. And I mean, what are you going to do as an occupational therapist? See you later. See
You're
ya.
gonna-
Yeah, right.
You're gonna
Like,
call, but
You
yeah,
ain't chasing those people.
no,
I can promise you that much.
no, crazy. I know. Yeah, they trusted us enough. Like if they trusted you enough, you could go for walks. But like the very next day after my first admission, I was allowed to go outside. And when we go outside for smoke, no one follows us. It's just the
Yeah.
patients. We all go out. No one with us.
Man,
Yep.
again, where is this place? Because this sounds like a resort. If I have
Tell
to
you
go
later.
again, I'm going to request. I'm
tell
going to have
you
to
later.
request it.
Come to Canada. We'll
You gotta
tell you
come to
exactly.
Canada.
Come to Canada.
Yeah, it must be a Canadian thing. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We're awesome up here. Come on, come on.
Definitely get your
Um,
sauce up here too in the store.
yeah.
That would be awesome. Oh my god.
It's coming.
Um,
It's coming.
Woohoo!
Can't wait. I'm really excited because
Me
I love me
too.
some pasta.
Me too. Love it.
Okay, so the next question. What did no one prepare you for about getting out and reintegrating back into life?
What did no one prepare me for? I mean, it was just helter skelter. Like I had no real tools coming out of those places, except for the meditation, which I didn't stick to once I was out, you know?
Right.
Once I was out, I was going right back to, getting drunk and getting high and self-medicating,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but still being forced to do therapy every week and, meet with a psychiatrist and all that, which again, they were just, I was a science experiment, try a little bit of this, try this, let's add this, let's, but
Yeah.
never got down to the causes and conditions. You know what I mean?
I'm still in that phase and I haven't been in a psych ward in 2 years. I'm still in that phase. Like I'm still talking to my psychiatrist and we're like, oh, I want to get off of this because it does this, but I want to try something else and ongoing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't gone in a while. I don't see a psychiatrist. I'm not on any medications. I'm the best I've ever been, to be honest.
Well, you just answered my next question.
I'm so happy for you, but ask it
Yes.
anyway.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna ask, like, are you doing any therapy now or any, I guess, self-therapy? Like if you're doing something for yourself right now, that's therapy, but did you
Honest,
go ahead,
ahead.
sorry. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I have a spiritual program of action. I figured out once I straightened out spiritually, the mental and the physical followed. So faith is my medicine today,
Good
you
for
know,
you.
and a community of like-minded people that, I try to help and be of service, and that takes me out of myself, and I forget about my problems when I genuinely am interested in other people and helping them,
I love it.
I
'cause
love
I
that.
see like your videos, because I obviously like your page, and you talk a lot about God. And you talk a lot about, I'm assuming, I think I've heard Jesus, right?
Yeah.
And that how he helps you and how he's so important in your life.
Number one.
Number one in your life. And I think that is just so awesome I'm so happy for you.
I am very happy
Thank you.
for you.
Because I don't even know your whole story, and I know there's more. But like for you to find God and to finally feel free.
And listen, this is not a religious thing, okay?
No,
So,
no,
spirituality, no, religion are for those who don't want to go to hell, all right?
Yes. Agreed.
Spirituality is for those who have been there and don't want to go back.
Yeah. I love it.
that.
So-
I love that.
So pick a name, pick Allah, Buddha, whatever. I identify with the teachings of Jesus Christ
Yes.
and in the Christian faith. But I was rebellious against the church and organized religion
Yes.
for 20 something years after being by somebody I trusted in the church. When I was young. So and that kind of got the ball rolling. But I was outright defiant against all that kind of stuff. And it took yeah.
So sorry. And thank you for actually being vulnerable and saying that, because a lot of men in general feel ashamed of talking about that. And we need men to speak up. It happens to men, little boys.
Oh.
It happens.
Oh, yeah.
and we need to talk about it. So thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you for that.
honestly, this is my responsibility now, and it took a lot to get to this point where I can talk about it. It took a lot of work internally and practicing a lot of principles, spiritual principles, to be able to,
Oh,
let go of that
Jen's
fear. You
crying.
know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
took a lot, but
Can I
yeah, I
just
mean,
can I just say, hmm, the strength
make
you're
me
showing
cry.
right now, it it hits really close to home, and I can't thank you enough for speaking it.
A lot going on right now. That's
Thank
why
you.
that hit her a lot. And
That
yeah,
gave me goosebumps, and to know that a man as strong as you has
it
come
ain't
so
me though.
far.
Listen, don't give me the credit. I can't take the credit. Listen,
I
I
know,
just put
but
the work. I just put the work in. I'll take credit for that, but it's been all divine intervention. I mean, if it wasn't for God in my life, I wouldn't be talking about this. I kept it quiet for 20 years, 30 years.
and you can't men, and I love that. I love that you're speaking out now. So I mean,
yeah.
men need to be comfortable with, and we need to normalize it. We do.
Yes, please. Please.
Yeah.
We need to
Thank you for
normalize
being
it.
vulnerable with us.
Yes.
I appreciate it from the
My
bottom of my
my
heart.
my honor and privilege. I get to be here today.
Yes. You're
Uh,
awesome, and your word helps so much. It does. It really does.
I
And
hope. I hope so. I hope so. That's my only hope, is that maybe somebody can learn from my mistakes and learn from my strengths.
that's what
yes.
I say too. If my story can help one person, then I'm doing something
Exactly.
right.
What would you say to someone who's about to go through what you went through? Psych ward related.
Um, you know, if you can't find the blessing, look for the lesson. There's something to be learned in every situation.
Stop
You know,
it.
sometimes the most awful things that have happened to us could be our greatest teachers. And that pain and the suffering that we're feeling could also be where we get closest to God. And it, once we become willing to surrender and let go of good or bad, all of it, you know, then we have a fertile ground for God to plant the seeds and watch them grow.
I love this. I love it. I don't even know what to say. Like this was so well like
That's really well put.
because I've always said that if you don't have bad or horrible days, then how can you experience happiness?
Right.
We would all
Yes.
be neutral, right? If
We would all be the same.
we'd all be the same. And
That's
as
poor.
much as it sucks, I wouldn't wish any trauma on anyone. But when
No,
you
of course,
do,
of course.
but when you do experience it, and then you get the help you need, but your high are high,
Mhm.
you when you find the right people in your life, when you can experience the most joyful, euphoric feelings because you've experienced the deepest, darkest,
I'll
you
tell you
know.
something. I'll tell you something else. Being of service today and watching others get better has given me a better high than any drug I've ever taken. That has fulfilled my soul. When I'm being of service and I could actually use these past experiences to benefit others, like we're doing right now.
Yes.
I you are
can't
speaking to my soul right now. I'm not even kidding.
Yes, you are speaking to our souls right now. It is so wonderful that, even like I said, if you can help one person, if my platform, well, mine and Jen's, I started it, but then I added Jen to it. But if Jen and I's platform can just help one person that's listening to this, that's experienced what you experienced, or Jen or I or other guests, like,
Listen, these
I
tears
get goosebumps. I get goosebumps thinking about it.
these tears that we're witnessing right now is literally healing out loud. Those
Yes.
tears is cleansing the
Yes.
soul.
We
So-
Yes,
cry-
it is.
We cry all the time, okay? We cry. We are such
And that-
big empaths, and I try to not, but then I see her crying, and I start crying.
I shut it
It's
off
okay.
for so many years as a medic. I held him back
Yeah.
for what I thought was for other people, but I feel like if I don't let it out, then it's just going to build up and it's just going to come out as something else, and I don't want it to come out as anger or anything like that. So
Yeah. Yes.
I let him out now, and it's just tears.
And it's great. Like
And
you
it's
said,
healing.
just
It's
let
very
it go.
cathartic.
Very, very.
Ugh.
What do you want people to know about the psych system that never gets talked about?
Man, I think we've kind of covered it. It's
I
like,
know, yeah.
Yeah.
throwing medication on things
Yep.
isn't the answer. But but to me, it wasn't just moral psychology either. Of course, that stuff was all important to learn, but it comes down to, for me, this is what worked for me. And, faith doesn't, I don't think, has the monopoly on this. That's arguable. And the programs, spiritual 12-step programs, don't have the monopoly on recovery.
No.
But you add a 12-step program with an active working faith. I mean, for me, that's the silver bullet.
I agree. And you would probably, again, you're going to like my psych ward more than the one you went to, because in the psych ward that I went to had a poster that said, if you need spiritual guidance, if any faith, and especially because we have a lot of indigenous here, so even spirituality for indigenous or Christian or whatever, they would find someone, a priest or whatever you needed at the time we were allowed to have. I didn't take the opportunity. I probably could have used it, but I remember seeing these signs on there that said if you needed that, they would get it.
Take any denomination. I don't care what walk of life, any denomination. The principles are pretty universal. Love, kindness, tolerance, patience, compassion, empathy, humility. You know what I'm saying? They all got that somewhere in their text. Be a good person. Facts.
Be a good person. Yes. And no judgment. Probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Do not judge.
And
There's
just
only one judge.
Don't
Just
be
saying. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't like religion itself. I like the teaching of, I'm the same as him. I like the teaching of Jesus, but again, no
There's
hate or
endless
shame
walks
or
to faith.
whatever
There's endless walks.
Yes. Yes. And whatever helps you, as long as it makes you a good person, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Who cares how you got there?
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible to reform the system or burn it down and rebuild?
Oh man, that's a great question. I don't know how to answer that.
It's hard.
Because there is merit. Look at all these medical professionals out there that do have big hearts, and that's why they're in the industry in the first place, right? Do we just put them out of jobs because they're pushing pills? No, you can't do that. Because again, the pills are effective in some cases. There's just not a blanket statement I could give. If you tear it all down, what are you going to put back up? I don't know.
Yes.
It's gonna be something very similar to what it is now. So I would say just leave it. And I don't know. It's a very personal journey. You know what I mean? So I don't know how to really answer that.
It's a hard one, and I'm even 50-50. I can't even set my mind to what, but like you said, burning it to the ground. We had an episode yesterday where someone mentioned who's going to build it. Is it going to be people? You said it, I think. Who's going to be building it? Because it could be people who are passionate, or it could be people who are doing shortcuts, saving money.
That's the thing. Like, if you burn it down, how do you know you're going to get the right people to rebuild, or if you're not going to get these more corrupt people who just find shorter shortcuts? Like,
yeah.
I mean, as long as there's a profit motive in the mix, I think it's always going to be flawed.
Yes, always.
1,000%.
And every aspect of the life, like not even just psych ward, anything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yep. I guess we might have probably already touched that, but what's something most people wouldn't believe about your time there?
My time there? I don't know. I mean, other than my escapade trying to escape, I don't know if anything else is too unbelievable. It's all pretty standard. And then what we already shared about me not being able to talk to the females, was kind of crazy. And I guess listening to you guys, I guess that's not common. I didn't know.
Not here. Not the one I've been to. I've only been to one, so it's yeah.
What's one thing that has helped you heal that you never expected?
Working with other people and
really
sponsoring other guys, that have been exactly where I was previously, and then going through some of the steps, like, when they do their moral inventory And then in the fifth step, we're, sharing with each other and to God the exact nature of our wrongs and the things that have gone on in our life and where we messed up. And then I get to see myself and they get to see themselves. So it's like a mirror effect. That has been tremendously beneficial for both parties. Actually, they help me more than I'm helping them. If we're being real.
I love that.
That's-
Yes, and I fully agree with you on that one.
I couldn't agree more. I love that. Like just helping people or being helped by people, just having a community.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
the most important thing. And that's why Jen and I decided to start the Healing Out Loud because yes, I was reading funny Reddit stories, but then I was like, I want to hear real stories. And to my surprise, we got flooded with people like, I want to talk about domestic abuse. I want to talk about my career trauma. I want to, and we're like
Both of our
flooded.
personal messages are like
Yes.
my
That's awesome.
personal inbox is insane.
Insane.
Wow.
I love
great.
it. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
but,
I love it too. I'm excited, but I
but
didn't
expecting
realize
it
how
to blow up like that at all.
no, like people want to talk, and I'm like, this is great. This is so amazing.
I think
And-
people are just tired of hiding.
Yes.
You know?
Listen, what you guys are doing is very important. What we're all doing.
Yeah.
The work that we're putting in and the effort that you're putting in. Like, you know what I mean? You guys don't have
Yeah.
sponsors or nothing like that. You're not doing this for
You're gonna make
making
me
money.
cry.
But it has it's a ripple effect, right? You put out some good energy, you open the door for people to talk about stuff that's significant in their lives and that have shaped their lives. You give that platform, you're being of service, and then the guests and the hosts are collectively adding so much to society.
You have no idea how much that means to me because we
Me
don't
too.
hear it a lot.
I
About
see
what
it.
we do. But that's our goal.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
You're
It's
successful.
not even
You're doing it.
it's not even the money. It's
Oh,
not
right.
even it's I want people to be able to talk and heal while talking, and hopefully someone going through something watching it and maybe being like, I can relate to this person.
Yeah.
Like I've been through the same thing and I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Right. I think
Um,
part of mental illness, is that isolation is the most dangerous spot for us to be in. And the disease,
Yes.
whatever the disease is, the enemy, let's stop calling it a disease. Let's call it the enemy. We're under attack. It wants us alone because that's where it's thriving. Those doubts,
Yes.
fears, and worries, and lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth, and all that stuff. That's the enemy gnawing at us and waiting for us to just give it. He wants us dead. You know what I'm saying? He wants us
Yes.
absolutely dead in the grave.
Yes.
No, because then we can't bring positivity and light into the world. He's the prince of darkness. He don't want the light.
Right.
I couldn't agree with you more there.
Ah.
So I'm going against the enemy and I'm saying, no, let's talk.
Yes, right. I
Let's-
rebuke this evil spirit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? In the name of Jesus, I rebuke it.
Yes, and we're gonna put it out there for anyone to see. And again, I hope that's what we can hope for is that it reaches people. Like, it heals us at the same time, like you're saying, because we're
Exactly,
crying. We're
right.
crying. We're always crying. Okay.
Yes.
Because we're
Yeah.
both like super we're empaths, and I can feel people's feeling, and Jen can too, like a little too much, but
A little too much. It's a lot.
and I don't
It's
want to
a lot.
hide the tears. I don't want to hide and cut these parts because that's just being human.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The human condition. Yep.
Yep.
What is your favorite guilty pleasure to decompress with?
Ooh. Favorite guilty pleasure?
Could be food, could be person.
Like crime and terror.
Yeah. Yeah, right now this doesn't apply because I've been taking Ozempic, which I didn't even really need to. I lost 70 pounds naturally
Me
just by
too.
exercising and quitting alcohol. Over the last year, I've lost about 70 pounds. And then,
Congratulations.
but I hit like a wall at 180, 185. I couldn't get
Yes.
below 185. As much as I was working out, I'm still not dropping weight. I'm building muscle, so that could be why. But I got frustrated, so I'm like, you know what? I need a little shortcut, which probably wasn't the right idea. So now I've been on Ozempic for 3 weeks. I've lost 5 pounds. I got over that hump, and
Yay.
but now I'm not eating. My guilty pleasure is Italian food all day long, like stuffed shells, baked ziti, lasagna.
yum.
I could eat plates and mounds of that. But right now,
I'm
I'm not
hungry.
eating. I'm not eating
Oh.
nothing right now.
That's depressing for me because I love food.
Yeah, don't like I know what it feels like to plateau because I'm also trying to lose weight. I'm not obese, but I wanted to lose weight to be at a healthier weight. I'm
That's a,
overweight, but don't stop eating. That's like the worst thing you could do to
well,
yourself.
I'm taking protein shakes. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
supplementing.
but
It's not the same, but
you
Well,
need
if
your
you would like
Italian
to come
food.
cook me some Italian food, I'd be okay with that.
Yes,
I'll eat
right.
all
definitely.
that Italian food.
I love Italian food, like
Me
from
too.
lasagna, spaghetti, pizza, whatever. I
I love
love.
stuffed
Hey, I'll
pasta
give you guys
shells.
some recipes. I'll give you, yes, exactly. Those stuffed shells are my favorite. I
Me
mean,
too.
The what? The
yeah,
stuffed what?
stuffed shells, the jumbo
Stuffed.
shells.
Oh, I've
Yes.
never had that.
Are
I'll give
you
you guys the
out
recipe.
of your mind? They're amazing.
Okay, well, bring me to a restaurant
I'll make them for you.
You can make them. They're easy. They're easy.
I
with
can
his
make them
sauce.
for you.
With his
Yeah.
sauce.
With his
There
sauce,
you go.
dude.
Yes.
Oh my God, we're having supper some night, real soon.
Yes.
We'll call you, Chef Giuseppe. We'll call you and eat.
There you go.
while
I'll walk
we-
you through it.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
just one last question now.
Okay, so if you had to be locked in the psych ward with anyone, real or fictional, who would it be and why?
Ah, man, probably another musician. I'm thinking like Jelly Roll, which I know for a fact he has been. He has been institutionalized, and actually, a guy that I'm really good friends with was his roommate. And he said he had a blast. Um,
Amazing.
yeah. So I mean, if I would like, I would if I had to go back, which I don't plan to, but
No.
if I was, give me Jelly Roll or somebody fun that I can make some music
Cool.
with. I guess.
Nice.
Oh my God, yes. I love Jelly Roll. Like, I love his music. I love what he stands for. He and
Yeah.
Bunny. I love Bunny too.
Yeah.
Their background, people don't realize. Like, at first, everyone was like, oh, Bunny's in it for the money, blah, 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 because Jelly Roll is big and
No.
she's all a No. Do you know what? She took him in. She
Yes.
took him in at his lowest point, made sure
Yeah.
he got his daughter.
Yeah.
She
Wow.
housed them. They were homeless. She housed them. She was at the time she was a worker. No shame in that either. But
No.
she saved Jelly Roll. But people are all like, oh, because you look like a Barbie doll. They were assuming that she did it for the money. So
Yeah.
Jelly Roll and Bunny are so inspiring to me.
Oh,
love
absolutely.
them.
Absolutely.
Well, this was such an amazing show with an amazing person. Very eye-opening for both of us. We cried again. We're probably going to cry on every episode. But Chef Giuseppe,
I mean,
thank you so much for taking time to be on our little podcast because, as you know, we're not very popular.
Not yet.
I-
Not yet.
Not yet. But I do want this to be spread, and I want people to hear people's story and relate. And you've helped us tremendously today, and you probably helped other people just by sharing your story.
Amen to that. You know, I'm going to do my part, and I'll help promote as much as I can. And I've got a little posse out there too that are listening to everything I do. And you don't know how far this ripple will go. So just
We appreciate that so much. And guys,
thank you.
I can't review yet, okay? I haven't tasted it, but get his pasta. We're going to get
Yes.
it. I'm not even kidding. When we get it,
I'm
we're
not
going to do
kidding.
a short, and then we'll be like, hi, see? Proof. And
I'm
we're
yes.
gonna cook something because we live like 5 minutes apart. We're going to cook something. Also, his
I'm
book.
going to make my wife
Bars
buy
to-
me your book.
Yes, from bars to jars. There it is.
There it
right
is.
there. Okay.
Yes.
That one's signed too.
I've got signed copies.
He
You
got
buy them online.
Nice.
You buy them online. I on my website, I'll sign them.
That's awesome. You
Amazing.
heard that, people? Go get his book. I don't even know his whole story, and I want to know. So definitely gonna get his book.
Yes.
For my birthday, I'll be like, you know what? I want that book. But
I want it just because I'm cute.
well,
Facts.
thank you a million times for again taking time for being on our podcast and giving us a chance. Because again, we're new, and I know you're very busy. You got big
Yes.
things coming up, and I cannot wait to hear about
Yes.
it all. I cannot
Yes.
wait. I'm excited. We are excited for you. You're already successful, but your success is about to
Explode.
Hey,
reach
it's all up to him. You know what I mean? Like I'm out of the results business. Whatever happens, I know it's going to be what's supposed to happen because
But
that's
like
how I
you
live my
said,
life
you
today.
put the work in.
I did, yeah.
Yes, you put
I
the
got a lot
work
of stuff
in.
in the work, a lot of irons in the fire. You have no idea.
There you go.
And it's gonna pay off. I feel it. I feel it in my soul. Like,
Thank you.
okay,
Thank
people
you.
are gonna
Yes.
watch this video and be like, "Oh my God, Steph, you interviewed that guy," because everyone's gonna know who Chef Giuseppe is. Okay.
I was saying this to my wife. I was like, I'm gonna be able to be like, I knew that guy before he was super duper duper famous.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're.
Hey,
It's
I'm always going to be a 5. I'm always going to be a 5. I don't go any higher or lower. I'll stay a 5. So I'm available. Whoever reaches out, I'm available. I answer everything that comes my way.
I love it
Amazing.
because sometimes influencers, as they get popular, they kind of forget what it was like to be here at the starting level, right? And I don't think you'll be that influencer. I honestly don't think, and we won't either. If we reach, my goal is to be really
Sure.
the same thing as you. I want to reach for the stars.
Yes.
But
I want to help everybody along the way.
I don't want to forget where I started. And
Yeah,
it's the same for you.
If we forget where we came from, we're bound to repeat it.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you a million times.
Thank you, guys. God bless you guys.
God bless you. All right, Jen. 3rd episode of Healing Out Loud. Love it.
Amazing.
Healing one person at a time feels amazing. We laugh, we cry, we get a little bit angry, feel all the emotions, and that's okay, right? We love it. But thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to follow Chef Giuseppe. I will hyperlink anywhere where you see his face, okay? Where it's a short on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or on YouTube, I will hyperlink him. Go find his stuff, and don't forget to subscribe to us, comment, like, share, do all the good things, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.